Oh, everybody sing, just need to clear my mind. Right?
That one is in the intro, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, when I unmuted it just to check if the audio was working and stuff, it was that song. So
Nice. All right, cool. Well, everybody sing along. Happy holidays.
just
It's
need to
our
clear my. That's not
yeah.
it, but
Yeah. But shit, welcome back everyone. It's
ye-
Friday, which means it's Fast Track Feedback Fridays, and we are here to review your tracks and give you constructive, detailed feedback as usual. So, yeah, we've got a whole bunch in the queue. Do you want to read them off?
happy holidays, everybody. We got Jock Anka. There's a couple extra letters there, but we'll see. Black with a V, Aspect, Maine and Asian Blonde, as well as Jokerhead and the King Kendrick Lamar.
Nice.
Crazy. Wow, Jokerhead really gets these placements like nothing, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, that is the queue right now. Queue is always open as usual. So if you guys want to submit your songs, go to the feedback link there. Go to our website. That 5 people is typically what we get to. So if you guys want to skip the line, you can do that with the tip. $5 minimum. Same website. That'll get you to review the song next. If you do it really fast and you're in chat right now, you could do it first. But we'll see what happens. Usually people have to trickle in. So, but yeah, cool. Without further ado, yeah,
And,
we can go to the first track then.
yeah, anybody who's in the chat, say hi. What's
Yeah,
up?
say what's up.
I think we saw
Happy
Quinn might have followed us just now. So if you're there, say what's up.
Quinn EDM. Is this the same Quinn we know and love?
I don't know.
Let us know.
Is
But
it Quinn 64
all right.
or Quinn 92
Is it
or
92?
Quinn 108? Yeah, Quinn 92 is like an actual artist.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't even know.
Yeah.
How about the rock? But okay. The first track, Intermission by Jock Anka. Jock. French, maybe? Definitely not the spelling. It's called Intermission.
Maybe it's
Or
Josh.
Josh Ancha. Josh Hoffman. No, I'm just kidding. Your role, songwriter, their role, excuse me, songwriter, composer, track genre is electronic, and the artist is the self-titled Jock Anka. But okay, cool. You ready to play it?
Sweet. Let's do it. Let's
I'm
do
ready.
a little queued up thing here.
Yeet.
All right, let's do it. 3,
3,
2, 1.
Nice. Sounds like an 80s game show. Or a ghost story series. Probably. I'm like lots of color.
Kind of holiday-like.
A little bit, yeah. Like Christmas and Halloween.
Yeah. Now at Nissan.
Yeah,
Nissan.
oh, shit. That's not bad. It says intermission. It's a very epic. Big Finish.
Interesting.
All right, that's Intermission by Jock Anka. Vibes, first impressions, thoughts. This sounds stock to me.
Well, yeah, that's the main thing I was thinking. I was gonna say, I know we've seen this name, but it might just be because it's been in the queue for like a week or two.
Hmm.
We didn't get this song before, right?
No,
Okay,
I
there's
don't recall this.
something, man, there's something about the parts of the melody that just sounds so familiar.
Really?
Yeah, not in a way that it's like, oh, that's a classic melody, but more so like I feel like somebody else made this. Like,
Oh yeah.
I
Okay.
don't know, maybe we've heard stuff that's in this realm kind of similar before.
Maybe.
Um, it does just give me that impression that it's kind of like, oh, you learned how to use GarageBand. And
Hmm.
like you put a
Oh,
bunch of
Jock
loops
Anka's here.
Hey, what's up?
What's
Welcome to the
up, bro?
chat. That's our first chatter, I think it looks like.
First chat
So
of the day. Yo,
good to
yo.
have you
What's up,
here.
Jock? Yeah, good to see you.
Let us know. I'm trying to see if you have any notes. You didn't leave any description for the track, so let us know like what do you want to do with this?
Yeah.
Maybe why is it called intermission? Is it supposed to be like part of a project and between tracks? What is is this your
Is it
style
supposed to be for
typically?
a car commercial?
Yeah.
Like, what's it
Is it
for?
a holiday savings car commercial event?
Yeah, a Lexus commercial
Season
event.
deals? Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, let us know what's up with that, and,
Hmm.
also just how long you've been making music, I guess. That's kind of
I
a
just made it
question that
for
we
own
like to
fun.
ask.
Cool. Okay. You made it for
Cool.
fun.
So, do you I mean, like, what's your, I don't know, what's your goal? Like, are you just
Yeah,
making music for fun and
we're here
wanna
to
get
give
feedback or
constructive criticism and feedback. So just fair warning. But
Yeah,
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 we just want to make the people that submit their songs allow them to have better skills at making music. I've been
got
making
it.
music for 4 years. 4 years now. I mostly do orchestral stuff. This is a little different. Cool. Let us know, how did you like play the guitars? Did you play any of it? Did you sequence all of it in like a DAW in the computer? Let us know.
What DAW do you use out of curiosity also?
Yeah, because I felt like I heard Logic Drummer or GarageBand Drummer. FL
FL
Studio. Okay,
Studio,
maybe not.
yeah. I honestly, I think GarageBand Drummer and Logic Drummer sound
Sound
better.
better?
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially these
Okay,
days. That's why I was saying, like, this sounds like GarageBand from, like, 5, 10 years ago or something.
I see.
Just the sounds are not very good, to be
Yeah.
totally honest. It's like
All instruments VST. That's what we could kind of tell.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
It gives
that's
it a kind of
one
it's like a cheesy overall tone to it.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
But
That's one thing that you have to just make sure you're paying attention to is, like, or considering is if you're trying to make a certain genre of music, do you have the right sounds to do it? And
mhm,
I know that we haven't heard any of your orchestral stuff, but I
mhm,
do also know it's very difficult to get orchestral stuff to sound good and realistic
mhm.
with the wrong VSTs.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if that's better than this or what. I heard some aspects like that little bell thing that I'm sure you've used in other productions
Hmm,
um, that was like, you know, decent, but if everything sounds like that caliber of sort of non-realism, that becomes an issue.
mhm,
So, yeah, that's kind of the biggest thing I think.
mhm.
You got any other vibes, thoughts?
Um, yeah, I guess for this kind of genre, it seems like you're trying to pass this off as like, oh, these is all realistic instruments. I'm trying to make it sound realistic. But when you use all VSTs and to Josh's point, and they're not very high quality sounds, then that facade is easily seen through. And so we just see it for what it is, which is, oh, this is like a sequence song. And we thought GarageBand, but FL Studio, I guess, is somewhat on this, not on the same caliber, but like um, kind of like a beginner kind of sound to it. So I guess we'll try to critique it just in every way possible, unless you like want to let us know what it's for specifically. That can help us tune our feedback. But um, I just feel like in terms of like the artistic journey that I'm put on, it's kind of just looped for the whole time. And it's a simple structure of like quiet loud section, and in the loud section the guitar does something, but I don't feel really any kind of journey besides this wave of loud soft. And I think that bell instrument looped the whole time, so it's like, hey, like, you know why.
Yeah.
So yeah, like it's like, it starts out as like a decently cool, interesting, like kind of uh loop, but that loop is the same for 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes. So yeah, it's a tough tell. Hey, what's up? Everyday bullshit.
Nice name.
Yeah, for real. But true. Hey, he likes honesty. I appreciate you, John. Or Jack. How do you say it? Maybe I'm American and just like Jack.
Chuck.
Alright,
Um,
yeah, so vibes, do you have anything else, John, before we get a score?
no, let's do scores.
Okay, did I close the bucket? No, I didn't. Alright. Score, score, score. Mhm. Okay, I think I have my score.
Yeah, me too.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, man, I was gonna say exactly
Pretty
the same
close.
thing,
Oh, fuck,
but
is up with a
then I
12, bro.
was like 12 Days of Christmas.
Okay, sure, 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 yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, look, it's not like, "Oh, this is the worst thing ever, this was offensive to our ears." It's just
No, it's
like
not.
the middle of this scale is develop, right? So it's redo, develop, and good to go, and, to make this, like, worth people, I think, listening to, it just needs some work, like soul searching, right? Figuring
Mhm,
out, like, what are you trying to make here? Like, I think everybody when they're beginning, not everyone, but a lot of people, when you're starting out, you're just trying to make something that sounds like music. It sounds like other stuff that might be out there. You're just trying to see, like, what can I get my hands on and use the tools at my disposal to create? And then
mhm,
you're like, oh yeah, like this, it's pretty close. It sounds like a song. But then the next step is like, well, you have to make something that people want to listen to.
mhm.
And usually there's got to be, a selection of components that people are looking for, like an emotional journey, right?
Yeah.
Like if
I mean, you
there's
do orchestral music, like, there's no way does orchestral music like a 4-bar loop that's repeated for 3
yeah,
minutes. No
that's
way.
true. Well, yeah, it shouldn't be if you're doing it right, right? If it's like really
Right.
worth
Unless it's like
listening
an
to.
experimental, like, song, but I guess
Yeah.
yeah.
If it's not like orchestral, it's more like
I'm much better with orchestral stuff. Yeah. But
electro
you can what I'm saying is you
experimental
could bring
orchestral.
that kind of, skill set to this other genre.
Yeah, well, exactly. It's about like crafting a journey, and maybe you were thinking like with this genre, it's more like chorus and then like a verse type thing or whatever or break, and maybe that's what you're trying to do here. I would just question is this what your other tracks are like structure wise? Do you like have more of a journey going on, or is it like this? So I think the journey and the energy level changing and some like development going on, meaning it's not just the same loops like turning on, turning off.
Mhm.
There it needs to be more dynamic than that and less like fruity loops. Just
Yep.
like I'm just gonna loop this track and then I'm gonna turn it off and turn it on. Like that's step one. That's GarageBand or
Yep.
Fruity Loops.
Mhm.
So the next step is like, how can I make this a song, a compelling song that has elements that are really interesting and actually like pull you in for the whole time to listen to.
Yep.
So that I think that brings us into content too. It's
Pretty
just
well, yeah.
it's about like crafting a story. Like you don't have to have lyrics to do that, right? You can
Mhm.
have like drama, obviously, in the music itself, which I'm sure you know if you do the
Orchestral.
orchestral stuff. But yeah, I think that's the main thing. That in terms of content and getting better sounds. Like if these are just like free VSTs or like kind of older sample packs or whatever, it might not cut it for today, right? Like if everything else that people are putting out, especially the stuff that does well, meaning the most people listen to, has really good realistic sounds, and yours are like 5-10 years behind sounding,
Mhm.
it's going to be obvious. People are going to be like, that's kind of uncanny valley. It
Yep.
doesn't sound like the actual instrument. So, making sure that you've got good sounds and that you can also use them the right way. So, like modifying, tweaking their parameters, like doing mixing and processing on those raw sounds to make them sound like a fully mixed track
Yep.
instead of just out of the box stock stuff.
Yep.
Even if you use these same exact VSTs, try turning off like any like reverb room stuff that they have in the plugins and then do your own mixing on for the reverbs and the volume and the EQing and like get rid of as much processing as you are comfortable with from the sounds themselves and then process them on your own. That will also make them sound more realistic.
Yeah. And blend together. Yeah, now it just literally sounds like oops. Uh-oh. Did I leave? Now I can't hear you, bruh. Uh, let me see. I'll be back. Yeah. I see you're talking, but I can't hear you for some reason. Uh, yeah, it's weird. Um. Oh wait, there we go. I heard you for a second. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Good. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, guys. I dropped out. My bad. But I'm back. I agreed with pretty much everything you said in content. Yeah. I think. Let me see. Let me pull up the chat again. Jock is in chat. Uh. Yeah. Let us know. Like, what stage is this at? Like, did you give a hand at mastering it and mixing it and doing all that stuff? Like, we love interacting, especially when people are here. So thank you for coming back. To your submitted song, and you could help enlighten us. Like, where do you want to go? He said he can't hear Josh, but looks like I think you fix it. Yeah. Um, but yeah, let us know, Jock. I did everything myself. Right, right, right. But what is everything like? Because right now it sounds like you maybe put everything in terms of MIDI, and for that part rhythmically everything sounds somewhat tight and together. It just sounds like all virtual, and it doesn't sound like it's very mixed in general. Like, for example, the drums. Oh, it looks like Josh is gone. Looks like it sounds like the drums itself. For example, one kind of common thing that you do with drums when you mix it is to compress it. That way, it can kind of duck or not duck it, but um, boost. Well, compression is difficult, but basically it allows you to give like um more attention to the tail of the sound, which is where all the character is after the transient. So like when you hit a drum, there's that initial transient where it's just loud and it's for rhythmic purposes. There's a character that comes after, like a snare drum hit, that like sizzle or that ringing of the drum that gives its unique sound. And compression is usually a way that engineers can bring out those sounds, and it's commonly done for drums processing. And I didn't hear that at all on the drums. It just felt like purely unprocessed. So that's what I'm asking. Like, what did you do exactly? Quinn EDM, honest gas, always love it. Take note. Quinn, is that the Quinn 64 that we know? Composing, produced, and mixed. Okay, cool. So I guess we'll just like give it a kind of full review with all that in mind. And I guess Josh will just figure out as we go. Um, but yeah, we are on content here, and that's kind of more of a production mix. Um, and I guess I can go into that as well. I think for the balance, I don't think I felt anything that was too off. Like, it sounded somewhat decent. I think the biggest problem that I heard was the compression in the drums. Um, the volume seemed like somewhat fine, although I do wonder if you have a reference track, and how this compares to whatever's kind of closest neighbor song that you envision. And I think I hear Josh back. Um, it's like if you could tell me, Jock, like if there's an artist or a song that you're like inspired by that made you want to make a song like this. Typically, you would like mix it and master your own song to try to sound at least spectrally similar, frequency spectrum wise, and timbre wise, to that other song. Um, that includes also volume matching and gain staging, is what it's called. That way, when you put your song up onto Spotify or streaming services, um, when it's played directly after that song or songs like it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. So I just wonder if you did that. Did it get inspired on the song? Just improvised everything. Oh, okay. I'm just here because of a homie. He told me to watch Here I Am. So you're a different Quinn. Okay, because it says first time chat. We have a Quinn that is a regular here, and he's actually very good. So yeah, just wondering. But hey, welcome. Glad that your friend
Wow,
let you know.
another
Who was
Quinn.
it? Yeah, let us know.
Chris, can you hear me?
Um, yes, I can hear you.
Let me check on the stream.
People, can you hear Josh?
Check, check. Yeah, I can hear myself on the stream. Sorry, I was in the zone there.
No worries, no worries. Yes, now we hear. Cool. Yeah, so I just talked about compression on the drums and how it can help bring out like more character. Like after the transient of the drum, which is primarily used for rhythm, there's all
Yeah,
that character that could be boosted up by compression.
yeah,
But I
definitely.
just don't hear any of that, and that's just like a kind of common technique. And I was just telling Jock about it. So Do you have anything that you want to add to production?
We didn't give scores for content yet, right?
No, we didn't. I was just on production because
Yeah,
I was like, okay,
let's do scores for that first.
okay. So content, yeah. The main thing is it just kind of sounds like chorus, quiet part, loop the whole time. Um, the chord structure was somewhat interesting, but if it's somewhat interesting, it can lose its luster and its cool effect if it's looped the whole time, and
Yeah,
that's kind of what I feel. The sounds themselves sound pretty stock, um, meaning they're like kind of cheapo sounding synths. I wish they could be a little bit more pleasing to the ear. I think that goes for everything. Maybe the bells kind of sounded somewhat the best, that main synth. So, but the guitar even it sounded like a virtual guitar to me. So,
yeah, I agree.
but yeah, okay. So, do you have anything else? Do you have your
Nope,
score?
I've got a score. Yeah,
All right, three, two, one.
yeah,
Yeah,
right around develop. I mean, look, there's some stuff here that you can like use carry forward, but it's kind of just like what's the point?
yeah.
Like
What's
what
next?
is the song? That's the first, but like structurally, what is the song? And then two, like we're at base zero. We're at like at the beginning in terms of finding good sounds to like construct that song with and make it worthwhile and fun to listen to. So I think that's kind of the moral of the story is like there might be a blueprint here, but the actual work with like the execution part has to be done and making it flow in a way that's interesting and make the sounds interesting.
Yep. Cool. Production. Do you have anything to add?
He said, I don't even know myself the point. That's the problem. Well, yeah,
Well,
it's true.
yeah. Let us know. Like when you submit to our stream, we especially like works in progress. So it's like, is this a work in progress or do you think this is done? Like, what do you think is next? So it's good on you for getting feedback. That's what we're here for. To
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, and you never know until you get some outside perspective often. So that's good, but I think
it's done. Okay. Well,
I focus more on orchestral stuff. Yeah, we get that. I mean, so it's cool to like venture into a different area and then try to get some feedback on it and see where it's at. But I would
steps
say
unknown.
if you have any interest in doing something like this, like you could or should explore it, or maybe you decide you just want to stick to orchestral stuff. But I think the question comes down to like, why do you make music at all? Right?
What's
Like
up, Doc?
it's one
Okay.
thing if you usually make orchestral stuff, but like why? Like are you trying to get listeners? Do you just like the process of doing it? Um it's one of those two things pretty much, right? Or maybe there's some deeper reason like a Batman origin story reason, but it's just like
Damn, bro.
you
Got dark
gotta
real quick.
you just if you don't know why you're making the song, then ask yourself why you're making music and what you have to say.
What up, Vortex? HD. I just like music. I make music. Hey, it's what it is.
Yeah, so
Cool.
if you like, the process and listening to it and stuff, then that's fine. If you wanna, like, make music even better and sort of, like, take the ideas that are in your head and make them even more, vivid in reality, then getting feedback and just working through it and trying new stuff is the way to go. So,
Trying to get better. I like his attitude. Cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
sweet.
Hopefully this helped, man. Let us know and hey, like submit your orchestral stuff too, and feel free to submit your works in progress. Like if you want to do another song like this, just let us know. It's a work in progress. Help maybe I feel like it just sounds like loops. Help me out. Then then we could like help you on that. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and do the last score. And what's up, everybody? Welcome to the chat. Queue's always open. Use that website. It's our own website and you can get feedback on your song. Um, we do have quite a queue, so if you want a tip to be next, you can do the same. Use the same website, $5 minimum. We'll get you in right after this. But anyways, production. Do you have anything to add before the score?
No, let's do the scores, then we can elaborate.
Yeah. Okay. Score. Okay, I have mine.
Okay.
Three, two, one.
Ah,
Yeah,
very
nice.
close.
What's up with your fucking weird numbers,
Super
bro?
close on all these. Well, just because 24 is a multiple of 12, it's twice as good as
Okay, sure,
5s.
sure. All right.
There's
I
always
guess I'm on the
rationale.
five. Yeah, I'm on the
Yeah.
five multiple, but
Yes.
nice.
5 based. Yeah, so I think it's not like there's no huge offenses, right? It's not like hurting our ears or like really bad, really quiet. It's just I think sprucing it up a little bit to make things gel together more and not feel like it's just stock sounds that anybody could find. That's the biggest thing is making it feel like it's a real song with real instruments and not just like Laptop Warrior as the other millions of Laptop Warriors and
Mhm.
SoundCloud's just crowded with stuff that sounds stock. So the goal it's a weird time that we live in, I'll say, because stuff like this our ears are pretty damn tuned to want to hear real instruments and real
Yeah.
people play them.
Mhm.
But the access, like the prevalence of the virtual instruments is like greater than having the instrumentalists in the room.
Mhm.
So there's like it's way, 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 way easier and more common to make music with these like simulated versions of the instruments. But our ears are still not usually fooled unless it's like the really good, like cutting edge stuff. Then you can get
Bro, until
close.
AI fucking gets close, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even that's not close,
It's only a
like
matter of time.
right now, if you were to rank like human musicians, like good human musicians,
Yeah.
like in realism are at the top.
Yeah.
Then you've got like samples that somebody puts together, like
Yeah.
manually or whatever.
Yeah.
Then you've got bad human musicians, and then you've
The
got AI.
VSTs. Oh, okay.
I mean, well,
Yeah.
for yeah, let's say
Yeah, yeah,
good samples, then bad human musicians or maybe like it can be tied or close with bad
yeah.
VSTs, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
like below that is like AI generated music. Doesn't sound real at all.
Sure, sure, sure.
So
I mean, AI
yeah,
Drake is pretty good, but
yeah. Everyday bullshit saying I can't
dang.
sign up, man. What's can you describe what the issue that you're having is? Is it not letting you do the little checkbox thing in the form? Did you submit? I don't think
You
you submitted. Looks like
and
Doc of managed to do it okay there.
yeah, Jack, don't
Or
worry about
left.
it, bro. He says, "I'm not very proud of this track. I don't know why I didn't send my main genre." Hey, it is what it is. I think this was your first submission with us, so like now you know this is what we do.
Yeah, and
So
if you
hopefully it
wanna get
helps.
feedback that's detailed and constructive on your orchestral stuff too, like, it might be more nuanced in that case,
Yeah.
which is maybe even more helpful for, like, how you can actually make actionable actionably actually
Ye
make your stuff better, so
Damn. Josh was
never
spitting
mind.
over here, bro.
Oh, he said never mind. He's
Okay.
stoned.
Hopefully you got
Okay.
it. Okay. All
Figured it
right.
out.
Cool. That'll probably be the problem. But okay,
Yeah.
track total. You want to finish this one off?
Yep, let's do it.
All right, I got mine.
Alright,
Three,
3.
two, one.
Oop. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, it's fair. It's
fair.
just it just needs to develop, and yeah, it's
Find a
not.
direction. That's the main thing. It's like in any music that you make, unless it's like really incredible and you're not quite sure why you made it, but it just is incredible, that's fine. But if you're making something and you're like, I don't know why I'm making this, like that question I think only you can really answer. So
Mhm. Yep.
once you figure that out, you'll probably start to go in directions that are interesting for the rest of us too.
Yeet, yeet. Shout out Doc OF. We got you. But
And
yeah,
thanks for submitting for the first time and hope
for real.
to have you
Do
back.
more.
Send us more stuff. In the future, when you sign up, you can actually, this goes for everyone, toggle the little sign up for an account toggle. And when you do that, you'll have a fast track account that you can use later to submit again without having to refill out your information.
Hmm.
It'll make it possible to tip to skip the queue later and
Yep.
all sorts of other cool features. Maybe to segue into that a little bit, Fast Track is currently Fast Track Fridays is our stream that we do every week on Fridays, 5:30 7:30 Central. But we've been building primarily this platform that you guys see that you've been submitting through as a music productivity and collaboration hub. So this is just the beginning, the feedback submission part. If you go to your profile picture at the top right and click on it, you can go to My Dashboard and then go to Settings, and you can set up your profile there if you want to, which is the precursor to the functionality. So you can
Hmm.
see what your profile looks like. You can add your profile picture, your name, your artist name, any other details, your biography, and you can share that around with people if you want to as well. So that's what we're doing there. And yeah, Doc of, I see that you didn't sign up, which is okay in that form. When you submit again in the future and you sign up, it'll link back to your previous submissions. Right now, we only have the sign up enabled through the submission form itself. Soon, it will be we'll be letting people in to actually experience the productivity features that we're building. So sharing tracks and versions of tracks, keeping track of them with collaborators, adding tasks and assigning those, adding timestamped comments to your audio,
Gonna be awesome.
just keeping track of like what the hell you're working on and like the whole release process. And then later finding collaborators, so people that can provide services or join your team to help you release music. So
Yep, yep.
that's what we're doing.
And Jock, there's no limit for submitting songs. Although during each stream, we only listen to like one song per artist. So if you submitted another one in the queue, and even if you tipped, we wouldn't listen to it until the next stream, which would be next Friday.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
to make
it's not
sure.
possible to submit a track when you've got one in the queue still.
I see. I
So
see.
after we review yours, then you can submit another one.
Um, Quinn, I have no idea what you're talking about. You said if you're
I
lucky if I
will
got
if
paid a time, I was gonna donate. Are you gonna donate? Go Apple Pay if you guys do
Wait, do
something.
we have a track from you or
Yeah, we don't even have you in the track, but it says like you said your homie but sexy fast track sad my mix was good. Don't bro, what are you talking
this
about?
is almost Jokerhead level.
Yeah. Are you stoned?
We have a new
Uh
Jokerhead.
hey, shout out Doc. He likes our website. Cool. But bro, I mean if you guys spit some fire, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Are we trying to rap? We
Is he
we in a rap
saying
show.
if we give him
If we
good
give good
feedback, he's going to
feedback,
tip us? I don't know.
can I buy that shit, bro?
By what?
The feedback?
The
Yeah,
site?
the website.
For a
The
lot.
feedback, yeah, the feedback you just submit a wait a minute. We got a song by Whip
Is
and a
Whip
signed up
you?
user. Yeah.
You want to buy our music? If you know our music?
We have music? Is it the
Interesting.
just need to clear my
Oh,
mind?
well,
The
that's
intro
royalty
shit?
free.
Why
All right.
not,
Well,
bruh?
very
Alright.
confused. Are you Whip or not? Answer the question.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're just gonna keep going through
Yeah,
here.
okay. Whoever's in the queue right now, if you guys want to go next, let us know and tip. If you do not tip, we'll go to the next person that submitted after Jock, which was Black. So I'll leave that open. Say your piece. 3, 2, 1. Everyday bullshit is everyday bullshitting us,
Everybody's
but
stoned. Okay, everyday bullshit. You can't pay because Stripe isn't working, or because you don't have $5.
Whip is me, man. I'm broke. It's
So
what it is,
everyone's
bro.
broke.
It's
It's
all
all
good.
good.
Yeah, we'll go to
It's like, look,
we'll go to Black. We'll go to Black.
we go in order because it's fair to the folks, and you will get notified when you're up to be reviewed,
Yeah,
and when you actually get reviewed. So we should be back next week again, so you guys will be then.
yeah.
Otherwise,
In the
tip us
meantime,
$5. It's the only way to be fair to the people that submitted earlier.
yeah. In the meantime, be like everybody else. Put your song in the queue. But cool. Let's go to Black.
Yep. All right. It is pushed to live.
All right. So this song's called Diamond and Gold. Black. Their role on the song was songwriter, artist, mixing engineer, mastering engineer, producer. Track genres include pop, rap, R&B, with the track artist Black. Cool. This bricked up ass
Sweet.
waveform. You ready?
Yep. Let's do it.
All right, 3, 2, 1. It's got a little bit of dynamic range, perhaps.
Oh, that's
Oh my god, it's Prometheus Beats.
That was way too extra, bro.
Have you had your heart broken, stomped on the floor? Have you had it all and can't take no more? I thought you were my
Kinda Young
world, but
Thuggy.
I don't know, I don't know. And I'm tired of days up holding my head, and I'm tired of nights all alone in bed. And you wasted my time, and you wasted my trust, and you wasted my life, and we fall out of touch. This don't make it easy, no you can't appease me. Thought you was the realest, but you lied and deceived me. Saying you don't need me, saying you gon' leave me. But being in your presence ain't never been easy, believe. Got a party at 3,
Those
but I'm
drums sound
leaving at
unreal.
4. Got the baddies on me when I walk through the door.
Getting kinda hurried by
Everything that
this.
shine ain't diamond and gold. Everything that shine ain't diamond and gold. Started loving on me, now you treat me all cold. And the fights and the screams made me walk out the door. And everything that shine ain't diamond and gold. Everything that
That's weird,
shine
no?
ain't diamond and gold. Have you ever been in love? Got you feeling nauseous. When it's all said and done, got you moving cautious. I wish it would work, you ain't doing me right. I feel like I'm in jail, someone ride me a kite. Ride me a kite. Say you miss the
What?
old me.
Ride me a
Feel
kite.
like you don't know me. I miss when you hold me, hold me. This don't make it easy, no you can't appease me. Thought you was the realest, but you lied and
the song where
deceived
his
me,
song
saying you don't need me, saying you gon' leave me. But being in your presence ain't never been easy, believe. Got a party at 3, but I'm leaving at 4. Got the baddies on me when I walk through the door. But everything that shine ain't diamond and gold. Everything that shine ain't diamond and gold. Started loving on me, now you treat me all cold. And the fights and the screams made me walk out the door. And everything that shine ain't diamond and gold. Everything that shine ain't diamond and gold. Diamond and gold. Diamond and gold. Diamond and gold. You're standing on my love and
Oh man, dude,
I don't even know
this
just
reminds me
who
of
you
like
are.
Drake
Maybe
meets
I should
Ice
just
JJ.
go. I think I should just go. Got a party at 3,
Tom's
but
are
I'm
so
leaving
loud.
at 4. Got the baddies
They
on
are,
me
they're very
when I
loud.
walk through the door. But everything that shine ain't diamond and gold. Everything that shine ain't diamond and gold. Started loving on me, now you treat me all cold. And the fights and the screams made me walk out the door. And everything that shine ain't diamond and gold. Everything that shine ain't diamond and gold. Diamond and gold. Diamond and gold.
Oh,
Diamond and gold.
yeah.
Hey, it's me.
Hey, that's the
I just
girl
wanted
that
to
said the
say
producer tag.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That'd be crazy if that was the girl that did the producer tag. That'd be like full circle.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
All right.
Nice.
Wait, what is the chat saying?
Quinn, purple.
Quinn Purple. Oh shit, bro. Damn, we doing it? All right, top
No, no,
tier.
no, no, not. It's not that purple.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Josh, what are your first impressions and vibes while I go through the chat here?
Man, I mean, I don't know what to think about this one because there are some like mixing decisions that feel like pretty amateur. Um, and then there are like aspects that I think sound pretty good. Like I think the vocal delivery sounds okay, but you might have other thoughts. I was like,
Ice JJ Fish and Drake. That yeah, that's. Do you know who Ice JJ Fish is, Josh?
I don't know.
Do you know the song that goes, "It's something about you, girl"?
Maybe,
Ah, damn. I think Doctor
maybe.
Left. Do you know? He says he likes the song. Well, I wasn't trying to be super disrespectful, but like Ice JJ Fish, he's kind of like a meme because like he like is just not a very good singer,
Mm,
and if I had to describe it, he just tries to hits. He tries to go for like runs very confidently, but it's just like he's not a Mariah Carey. So it's like he's like, oh, like he does stuff like that. And I just hear that a little bit mixed with what I feel like this person's biggest influences is Drake. That like like diamond and go. Like that's very Drake delivery. But when I hear him trying to hit the runs, it's like kind of not confident and it doesn't really hit the note. It hits like kind of in between. A lot of slides and glissandos instead of just like diamond and go, like like hitting the runs. It's like very lazy and like diamond and go, not like that. It wasn't that bad, but that's what I kind of got the impression of it. It's kind of like someone trying to be Drake but not really doing
mm.
it.
Well, we
And
know how you feel about Drake, so
I don't really like Drake too, so it's just like minus on minus. But yeah, um yeah, I don't know. And also the instrumentation, it's very similar, very kind of cheesy 2000s R&B kind of sound, and Ice JJ Fish does the same thing. So,
Mhm.
yeah. But yeah, that's kind of my first impressions to it too. It just sounds a little amateur. The lyrics, I don't know, it's just like kind of cliche, kind of heartbreak. I wasn't really too compelled. I feel for the guy, and I think he has some sound for or some ear for like a catchy hook. Da 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 da, but diamond and go. I don't think the beat was helping him too much, to be quite honest. It wasn't
Yeah.
very compelling, but yeah. I mean, I can tell this person has like some talent, um, but yeah, it just needs to channel it to a little bit better. And like I also said, almost kind of Young Thug too, because like Young Thug, he does shit confidently too, and he doesn't hit all of the notes either, and he does like some crazy shit. Um, but maybe for me, it's a little bit of the confidence aspect because Young Thug he does it like loud and proud, and Ice JJ Fish does too. But this guy is just kind of like, like, you know, it's just like, come on, like give me hyped, you know. If you're gonna do it, like beat your chest. But this song isn't the song to do it, I guess. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I didn't want to interrupt, but just want to address a few things in chat here.
Yeah.
One, everyday bullshit asking, can I buy a sub for a skip though? Because I can't pay on your website. I don't have Visa, etc. It's not that popular in my country. I'm curious because I thought
Where
that
you from?
Stripe,
Yeah.
I thought Stripe lets you do a bunch of different things. If you looked at it, I think you can pay with different methods. What do you guys use? I'm
You
just
try to
curious.
be M. Sorry. Anyways.
I'm just curious about that for user research purposes because Stripe is what we use and what we'll be using on the platform.
Mhm.
Uh, does it
Do you
not
not
let
have like
you?
Mastercard or
Does it
Amex?
not let you use Mastercard? I thought it does.
Yeah.
So I think most countries have credit cards, which I think Stripe is compatible with all of those. Um,
Are you from like Antarctica? Is that a country? That's a continent.
also,
But both. Yeah.
doc of are you on Safari on a Mac or Safari on iPhone? Because I am not sure if it's enabled, but Stripe might be able to use Apple Pay if you're on one of those. If you're on like Chrome, you can't use Apple Pay anywhere. So you have to be on Safari. Let us know. And also he's saying I need to listen to Ice JJ Fish and that
For real.
without Ice JJ Fish there'd be no Doc OF.
That's crazy. That's a crazy statement. I
Is
can't
he
wait
your
to hear Doc
dad?
West song. Damn, that's crazy.
That's funny.
The
Don't
chi-
have MasterCard. I'm from Poland. What do you guys use to buy stuff in Poland?
yeah, bro. What's
Because
happening?
I'm like, genuinely curious because we need
Do
to
you guys
figure out
barter? What is going
a
on?
bank card. That's interesting. Yeah, you guys barter.
Let's see. Whole song gone through. Doc OF seems to like it. Quinn EDM liked the song, but okay. Hey,
Wait,
that's the thing, bro. Like maybe who's this artist? Black. Like, don't let me be a hater. Okay, this is just one perspective. People in the chat. Some people put fires and said they like it. So
yeah.
you know, fuck me.
I want to
I don't
try to
like.
figure this out too. By the way, he says. So you're saying you could buy a Twitch sub, but the question is, how do you pay for the Twitch sub? Because again, I'm not saying that you have to do it through our thing, but I just want to figure out like
Well,
what.
that if you do it through our thing, you can use our system, and it'll actually automatically skip you. So it's advantageous to you to do it through our system. But
Yeah, but I just want to figure out like for in general for people with just a bank card that's not a major credit card, like how do you pay Twitch? That's what
mhm,
I'm curious about. Maybe you said it's PayPal and maybe PayPal allows that or something.
mhm.
So maybe that's it. Payment system connected by mobile. That's confusing as fuck.
It's their social credit score. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I'm
Interesting.
Turkish. Interesting. All right. Anyways,
Wow.
do you have
Chat's
a
fucking ablaze.
yeah? Do you have a score for vibes?
Uh, let's see. Let me try to come up with one. What do I think?
Yeah. Did
Yeah,
you give
I've
any
got.
vibes to it?
I just like I don't know. There's some parts of it that feel very like how did you fuck the mixing up on that drum fill so much? It's like
Yeah,
so
that's true.
loud, and then and overall it's a little bit on the compressed side.
Uh-huh.
Um, and then like some of the vocal delivery is like okay, but just not like super compelling. I feel
No.
like, and
Mhm.
like the quality, like the recording quality too, is just like fine, but not like amazing.
Yeah.
And the track itself, it's like a little bit catchy. But I don't know. I'm just not super compelled. So that's my thoughts.
You got your score?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. I think I'm pretty. Oh, okay. You
I'm
got
just like
50.
it's like I think with a
Yeah.
little bit of improvement, it could be like a pretty,
Some
palatable
upside.
song
Some
for a lot
upside.
of people. For a lot of people that like Drake, let's say.
Okay. Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is like a lot of people.
Yeah.
um but
Okay.
I'm not talking about like stylistically who likes which artist. It's more just like could this be viable for an audience? And I think it's like halfway there. It's not bad really.
Yeah. People like Doc OF can use this
Yeah.
song too. But whoa, whoa, whoa! Don't put your credit card number in here.
What the fuck?
I don't know
Your
if that's what
Visa
happened.
card
But
bullshit with what do you guys use? So you said it's just some mobile system. Is it Apple Pay or like what is it exactly? Is it like
yeah.
Poland Pay?
Poland
Like what
Pay.
the
Yeah.
fuck do you
It's
use?
Poland bucks.
send us a link or something. Like, we want to try to figure this out.
Yeah, bro, trust us. We want to get paid. Like we're not trying to like fumble the bag with you or like make fun of you because you can't pay. Like we want
Yeah,
your business. So
because look,
let
we
us know.
want to try to
We
figure
want
out
to hear your music too.
when we've got, more importantly, a music platform for like collaborating and stuff. We want you to be able to like pay service providers and get paid. So that is stuff that we need to figure out. It's not really about the tipping. Honestly, the tipping is just there for us to be able to have a system that's fair for people. It doesn't make us any, real amount of money. So,
Mhm.
to your question about the subs thing, I don't know. What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, whatever.
I
We
think
don't want to.
it's
We don't.
probably fine because it's about fairness. Like, you'd be
Yeah.
paying the same thing. The problem is that we only get paid half of it through Twitch because Twitch is
Mhm.
fucking greedy.
Yeah.
They give us $2.50 of the $5 sub, so
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter that much for us. It's more like if it's, you can't pay through Stripe and you're paying the same as everyone else anyways, then sure, go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
When we get the notification, we'll skip you to the front.
My music ass. You don't need to hear it. All right. Can I fucking give you something, dude? Give us something. I don't even know.
Bro, you can do a sub if you really
Yeah.
want to.
Yeah. Everyday bullshit. If you want to just sub, then we'll get your song in. Just let us know which one. I think it's Whip, right? But yeah. Do you have
Yeah.
a score for content? Or I guess do
Let's
you have
see.
anything for content? Any comments?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what to think. Like, it's sort of moderately catchy. Like, the structure I think is fine.
Hmm.
It's not too long, but I did get a little bit bored, honestly.
Hmm.
So maybe that's like the improvement, is make it more interesting and unique and not
I was
like
waiting for him to say
derivative.
something out of pocket.
Yeah,
If he
yeah,
said like out of pocket, like funny stuff, and like it was a comedy,
yeah,
I would have loved this song. This would have been awesome. Like it
yeah,
really had that Ice JJ Fish kind of quality. But
yeah. That
yeah,
first producer tag was a little bit like, oh, this is gonna be great.
yeah, all of it, right? All of it. Yeah,
I don't know, but I mean, kind of sarcastically, but
yeah. I get it. I get it.
yeah, I don't know. I don't. It's like very neutral for me.
Yeah, I'd say it's a little bit less than neutral for me, but maybe that's my Drake hater bias. But you ready?
Yeah,
All right, score content 3, 2, 1. Down go.
yeah. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
fine. I thought it was just a little mediocre, but
yeah. Production.
and then for production, I think there are some odd choices, like I mentioned,
Hmm.
things being out of whack a little bit. That drum fill, a little overcompressed. Doesn't sound horrible. It's not like it's hard to listen to or anything like that. A little bit crowded, I would say. Like, probably could work on the clarity and having your like vocal quality come through more and be more of a centerpiece rather than like just inside of this dense kind of mix.
Hmm. Yeah,
I
at
think
some
like
points he was
cleaning
getting
it up.
buried.
Yeah, I agree. So just like cleaning it up definitely is important, but it's not horrible otherwise. It's also just kind of like neutral.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I have much to add really. Uh, the beat itself wasn't very compelling. The only thing I remember that I liked was that like cheesy kind of clave that's like used in R&B songs and Ice JJ Fish songs.
Hmm.
And I think I heard the cowbell that like electronic cowbell, which I also like. But yeah. Other than that, I agree with what Josh is saying. So I have a score for production. Do you?
Yes.
All right, 3, 2, 1. You,
Nice.
it's like decent
Middle of the road.
track total.
Track total. Let's see.
It's something about Checker. Any Ice JJ Fish fans in the
Oh my
chat?
god, what's going on? Oh, Bic? Is it Bic or Bike?
Bic.
Dude, I can't even. I literally cannot even find that. Googling it, like
This guy
Google's like,
making
did you mean book payment?
Bic payment
I'm convinced that this is not real.
EU.
Let me see. Maybe Google's tailoring results like they do these days.
Yeah, I don't
Blick?
know.
Oh, is it Blick?
Blicky Blicky.
I see. Is
Everyday
it?
bullshit subscribed. Quinn EDM. Yes, you could send something. Why not? Um, yeah. Do you have an overall track total for this?
Yes, I do.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
So
Yep,
close.
I was at
Yeah.
41 actually. But
Yeah, I said 42 because it's the meaning of life,
is it?
apparently.
I've heard of that, but
If you ask Siri, I think that's what she says.
crazy. I'll have
Yeah.
to explore later.
Yes.
But or that bitch is wrong. Anyways, thank you for sending a song. What is this? Black, Diamond,
Mhm.
and Gold. So now we have in the queue Aspect, Main, Jokerhead, Doc OF, Whip, Jacques Anka. We got the sub from Everyday Bullshit, so that's Whip. So we can put them to the top. I can mark that as tipped.
Whoa, that's weird as fuck. Okay, he
What?
just explained finally how Blick works.
All right.
It's like an app. It's like a two-factor authentication app that pays for stuff. So
Well,
like you log in and then there's like like the site you're trying to check out on has 5 numbers and then you pay in the app. That's so weird.
pick early, win, or late Quinn. You know my songs. Do we know your songs? Is this Jokerhead?
Early Quinn or late Quinn? Oh, dude, I swear, better not be.
It might be. I don't
swear to
care, but
God.
one of you sexy fucks for just having a whiskey with me one day. Sure. Both invited, I'll pay. Sure.
All right.
All right.
Let's do it.
Are you friends with Jokerhead? Or are you Jokerhead? Anyways, I'm stoned, so fuck it. But it's so fast compared to PayPal cards, EC. Sure. Okay, we'll have
Makes
to check it
sense.
out. But we got it, so we'll do your song next. Shout out to you. Thank you for tipping. It's two call mammy. What's happening here? Two Kamami by Whip. Songwriter, or excuse me, Roll is the songwriter. Track genre is rap. I'm stoned, and I remembered that I recorded some tracks with my homie a few years ago. So have fun. Okay, cool. Are these done? It doesn't look like it's mastered, so that's why I'm asking. But did you push this to live, by the way?
Yes, I did.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let us know what stage is this at. What is it for? Did you? And you rapped. Okay, so you
Wait,
ready?
Quinn, where are you located?
Uh oh.
He's like, he will actually travel and let a mofo pay.
Both of it up pay. You'll actually travel. I'll let them both pay.
It's
It's free re-upload version.
re-uploaded version.
It's a piece of shit. All right. Anyways, you ready to do this?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. To comma me, everyday bullshit. 3, 2, 1.
Cool sample chops.
I'm a big fan.
Te bity, ten hip-hop, to jest najlepsze. Nagrywki przy blancie, wiesz, wszystko inne pieprze. Mogłyby być lepsze, ale i tak są dobre. Trzeba podnosić poziom dla siebie, nie za forsę. Zajawka w mieszkaniu, zajawka na dworze. Cały czas robimy to tak 2-4 na dobę. Czasem już nie mogę przestać, gdy mam ten stan. Czuję luz, palę gram, czuję luz i tak mam już od jakiegoś czasu. Żyje się na tobie, tylko daj mi jeszcze więcej basu. I bez grymasów wpadnę narobić hałasu. Laski podbijają, oczy mają ładne, a ja nie mam czasu dla nich. Kolejna pani podchodzi, myśli, że się znamy. Siema, jestem Adam, zapoznanie już za nami mamy. Ona nawija, ja wkurwiony obserwuję ściany i mówię do niej, skarbie wybacz, ale jutro pogadamy. Jutro pogadamy.
Jutro pogadamy.
Dogrywka spontan, zawsze na luźnych jointach. Siemanko morda, te rapy to puszczam z okna. Dla mnie każde słowo ma wagę złota, srebra. Wpierdalam się w błoto, ujebany na podeszwach. I to mnie napędza, nakręca do działania. Zbyś sami reszta, bo nie ma nic do gadania. Tak, jebnie ci pania, zamiast zostawić przeszłość. Nie oglądam się za plecy, żeby zrobić rozpierdol. Trzeba mieć coś wewnątrz, kurwa, nie popisówka. Ja mam to w sobie, długopisach i ołówkach. A często z łóżka wstawać mi się już nie chce. Od rana tylko bluzgam, kurwiam, zatruwam serce. To nie jest śmieszne, choć zaharcza o kabaret. Odjebałem tyle razy i mam bekę z tego stale. Talent i chore fazy, się zaszyć bez odbioru. I chyba tak się stało, pisząc właśnie tekst w pokoju. Się zaszyć, człowieku.
Yo. You flowed. The background vocals, or the doubles sounded for the most part pretty good. I think there's one that was a little bit like off, and it kind of messed up on clarity. Not like I could understand what you say anyways, but it just like messed up the flow a little bit. But otherwise than that, I think you flow pretty well, and I like the beat chops a lot. It does sound like too lo-fi. Like I don't think it even sounds mastered or anything like that. Like there's a kind of way to polish the lo-fi kind of sound, but yeah, this is cool.
So you guys, wait, Quinn and Everyday, you guys are both Polish? What
Really?
is happening? You know each other? And they're
No,
both
Polish wants to know.
chatting the chat up today. I'm
Yeah.
like, are you the same person on everyday bullshit? You're not.
Is Quinn the person that produced this beat? What's happening? I'm half asleep.
I'm
All right.
like, there's some collusion going on here.
I don't know, but what's your vibes and first impression on this?
It's cool. I mean, it's different than I feel like just about anything we've gotten. Like it's a different aesthetic, and it sounds to me like it's supposed to be intentionally very lo-fi.
Yeah.
I hope that's the case. Otherwise, it's like when you see some belonging that somebody's got, and it's like so damaged that you're like, how did you do that? Right? Like unless it's intentionally like this has been lowified, then yeah, that's cool.
What's up, Aspect?
An Aspect is in the chat. Aspect, you're up next.
He,
Good to
I
see
could
you.
pay for the plane tickets. All right. Well, everybody's
Taco
going to my
OF.
place.
Yeah.
Why does my place look
Because
appetizing to
there's
you
so
guys,
much
bro?
room because your
There's a
table's sideways.
there's a table sideways with a gi drawing on it, fresh out
Yeah.
of laundry day.
A what?
I have zero room in here for you guys. But anyways, shout out Doc
Um,
OF. He can pay for the plane tickets.
nice.
Pay for mine, bro. I'll just go there. But anyways, yeah. The lo-fi aspect. Yeah, I don't know. It just sounds like it sounds. He says to re-upload. It sounds like you uploaded
Really?
it to. It sounds like he uploaded it to YouTube and then ripped it with like a
In
shitty YouTube
like
MP3.
144p, like something
Yeah,
really
but
bad.
then that original mix wasn't mastered, and then yeah, that's like what I'm hearing. It
If
just
that's actually what happened, then you want to fix that.
yeah.
Unless you're trying to go for like literally a lo-fi ass sound, then you're
Yes,
kind
it
of
is.
on track for it.
So this track was made in a homemade studio. Yeah, sure. But people make great songs in homemade studios.
Yeah.
I don't have to wave file anymore. That's exactly what it
Oh
sounds
my
like. Okay,
god.
okay, okay. Cool. We're on the same
Man,
page.
so
But like the
that makes it
content
tough
itself is
though.
cool.
It makes it tough because it's like, is this the aesthetic that you actually want to go for? And does your other stuff sound like this? Because like, it doesn't make sense if none of your other stuff that you have the wave files for sounds like regular, and then this sounds like, whoa, that went through a wormhole.
Yeah,
um, so I don't know. I'm a little bit divided because maybe if I just heard this for the first time, I'd be like, whoa, like this person's trying to make their stuff sound super like 90s or whatever, like super lo-fi and band limited and weird, and that's cool. I didn't mind it as just like a lay listener, but
I heard. I knew what I heard. I knew
yeah.
exactly what I
Well,
fucking heard.
but I mean, I thought it was possible that somebody did that on purpose. Like I know that
Sure, sure.
it's all that artifacting shit you get from MP3s.
Yeah,
But it sounded like because it was also band passed,
yeah,
felt like that it was
yeah.
intentional, but if not, interesting.
Anyways,
Kind of hard to judge it then. Like, is this really bad? If it's not supposed to be like that, this is really bad quality, right? Like, it shouldn't be
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Um,
I mean, I guess I'll judge the. I mean, I don't know. I'll try to envision what it was, but yeah,
well, yeah, Aspect is saying there's a nostalgic wave going around low bitrate MP3s. I've been hearing underground artists rendering stuff like that intentionally on SoundCloud a bit lately. I feel that it's like
sure.
when everything's trying to sound so similar, it can
Polished.
be
Yeah,
refreshing to hear that, like band limited, nostalgic, super lo-fi thing.
yeah,
But
yeah.
what do you think of the overall like flow and structure and all that stuff?
I mean, I wish I had spoke Polish and maybe Quinn. I don't know if you speak Polish, but have trouble spelling English. But anyways, yeah. I thought he was flowing. He flowed well, and I like the background vocals. He sounded like confident. Like yeah, I like the delivery a lot. So yeah, he was pocket. And I like the beat. I think the sample chops were cool. It just sounded like a YouTube MP3 like 3 times over. So that's all. But yeah, I thought it was pretty decent. So I'll put that into my vibe score. Like it was a fun listen. You have a
Man,
score?
yeah, I'm so confused. Well, no, wait, hold on. I'm confused. Quinn is asking if we should he says he's Lithuanian first of all, and then he's
What the
asking we have to pick between Jameson's and Jack Daniels.
I don't think I've ever had a Jameson, so I'll go Jack.
Seriously? Then I'm gonna say Jameson because you have to. It's good.
Jameson's good?
Yeah, you
All
have to.
right, fuck it. I'll try something new.
Nice. Ginger
Uh,
ale and Jameson is really good, or
true.
Jack Daniels, Ginger Jack.
I've never heard of ginger jack in my life. Is
Oh,
it
dude,
ginger
it's so
beer?
good.
Is it ginger beer?
Ginger ale.
Okay. Hmm.
It's so good.
Okay. I've heard of Jack and Coke, but
Jameson, it's like $60 a bottle. Is it?
60
No, it's
quid.
not.
This guy's saying 60. This guy's Jokerhead. Anyways, I
It's
feel it.
highly possible.
It's highly possible.
Let's
Anyways,
see. All right, vibes. Yeah, I think I know where I'm at.
3, 2, 1. Yeah. Wow. That's
I,
a big discrepancy.
I think the reason, so I like the lo-fi aesthetic, but I'm really torn on if that's okay, if it's like not at all supposed to be like that, and if the rest of your stuff sounds not like this.
Yeah.
But I think the structure, I felt like it was kind of just going on and on and on. Like there
It's a
was
wrap.
no
Yeah.
no real break, even in the flow of the rapping itself. And I think that would have
Yeah.
been super helpful to have, even if the
Sure.
beat doesn't have any like changes because it's like a sample type thing. So
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's a 2-minute song. I wouldn't expect this to have like a hook or anything like that. It might just be him spitting, talking about stuff. And I could see this on a mixtape. But I mean, this literally sounds like it went through YouTube MP3 and then SoundCloud downloader and then YouTube MP3 again. And I
yeah,
downloaded off of LimeWire and I got a virus with this thing. That's what it
yeah,
sounds like.
yeah, I
So,
agree.
content.
Content, yeah, I mean, I think it's unique. I like the samples that you've chosen, the way that it's strung together. I just think a little bit more like attention to what you're doing kind of in the second half, like not just like a continuous stream of thought, but like being intentional to have something that stands out there,
Yeah.
right? That's the thing for me, is that it's like if there's no like breaks, or I mean maybe there are lyrics that are like super impactful that we just don't know.
Hmm.
But if you don't have any of that, it's just like, well, I'm talking through the whole thing. There's nothing to stand out or be super interesting. It just starts and then it ends.
Yeah.
It starts, goes, and ends.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the main feedback for me with content.
Yeah, I think the rhythmic flow and delivery was pretty nice. I could vibe out to it, but yeah, I had no idea what he's saying, so I guess I could
That makes it
give some
tough.
sort of benefit of the doubt, though. But yeah, I like the sample shopping and stuff. So cool. You have a score?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah. It's like I like it. All right. Production is, it went through a blender, so I
Yeah,
don't know what to tell you here. I mean, it's, you got sort of a cool aesthetic, but I think it would be better if you were going for a lo-fi thing, if you actually did like the correct processing on it, because the artifacting is, for some people maybe it's nostalgic, but it's a little bit uncanny valley. Like, is this just crappy quality, or is it supposed to be like this?
what is Tuko Mami? Pull is strong. Fire. Pull is flags in the chat. Yeah, what Josh said, it went through a fucking blender. And then YouTube to MP3. So you ready?
For production score.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah.
Boop. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Ooh, you're that low.
I mean, it's more so of a joke if you look at all my scores. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's true.
I mean, just like I wish I heard the original wave. But yeah,
Yeah, I agree. And especially, it's a problem if your other stuff doesn't sound like this, because then it's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. But
dude, that's such a graphic saying. No,
yeah,
it's just a file that got fucked up in the ass. You don't need to add the last 3 words, bro. You can just say fucked up. That's all. You don't gotta
I
say
think that's a
fucked up in the
European
ass.
thing.
Really?
It
That's
just
so
sounds like
funny.
a incorrect translation type thing.
Dude, no, that is so fucked up in the ass. It's like, whoa, you don't gotta say that. But
It's
okay.
funny. All right.
Track total.
Track total. Yeah, I think I know where I'm at.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Fuck my score. Fuck my score. Don't worry, I had it.
Yeah.
Didn't quite make the cut to 69, but I think it's decent. And like, I wish I heard the actual wave, but yeah, like it's fine. Polish mixtape vibes.
Sweet. All right.
Cool.
Well, thank you for your submission and all that. Your sub.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for
Hopefully
the
we
tip.
can figure out. I wonder if Blick works with Stripe.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. But yeah, send us some more stuff that you can actually like either work on or that you're actually trying to promote, like that you have on streaming services. Are you on streaming services? Let us know. Yeah, because you can spit. At least I don't know what you could be saying some whack shit. I have no idea. So we'll put an asterisk there. But yeah, cool. Thank you for
And
submission.
yeah, thanks for submitting. Thanks for signing up too. Go to your profile and your settings on your dashboard and set that stuff up,
Be
and
like
then
that guy.
let people know when you've got your profile set up.
Be like that guy. Cool. All right. Shout out to you, Whip. All right. And we got Aspect in the chat, who is also next. So we have Aspect in the queue, followed by Main. And then we got Doc OF. Or no, excuse me, Jokerhead, then Doc OF, and then Jock Anka again. So with Jock Anka, we'll get to you your other song next week. But for the people that heard your name, right now we'll have time for just Aspect and Main, unless people tip. So if you guys want to tip to skip the queue, let us know now. Use our website, $5 minimum. If you use Blick, then talk to us about it, and maybe we can accept a sub. But yeah, anyways, cool. And Quinn, I have no idea if you're still blowing up our chat, but yeah, if you're gonna send us something, if you want to tip, let us know. And it can't be Jack Daniels. We don't barter here. But cool.
Unless Quinn is Jokerhead, but I
Right.
don't think so.
It really might be. That's what I'm talking about. What are you talking about? What are you saying? What happens if we all tip right now? Then you guys fight, and whoever wins, whoever's not dead, that's whose song we'll listen to.
Well, it'll be whoever tips first, so it actually
Ah.
won't be that big of a problem.
That's a better answer. Yeah. What happens if we all tip right now? That'd be great. That'd be a great payday, right?
Yeah.
Boys, call them together, Doc. Let them know. Get the wallets. Break our website.
Mhm.
We
All
all
right,
tip right now.
let's get into this one.
We'll do a new song.
Into
yeah,
Descent.
yeah. This speech is taking too long, bro. But okay, yeah. We'll go into Ascent because they're there in the chat. Did you push it live?
Mhm.
Just a second. I'm having some issue. Okay, so Aspect Descent. Their role was composer. The track genre is electronic, ambient, experimental, and electroacoustic. Look at that description there. Okay, or excuse me, descriptive tags. Artist is Aspect, and then track description. I think I'm close to being finished with this. Would like impressions on the kind of imagery. That's the shit that I love to do. So fantastic. This is a long description. I lost my place.
The
Sorry.
kind of imagery this song evokes in your head, as well
Yeah.
as any thoughts on mixing/mastering. I always struggle with having my music sound loud enough compared to my peers. And I'm not sure if I should care or let my music be as it is and be satisfied with it.
That is an
Namaste,
engineering
my
problem.
friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be difficult to figure out why somebody else's music sounds louder and not just try to like go balls to the wall to try to get it to be louder, but be like distorted and compressed and not have dynamic range. Loudness is not just like one simple number. It's a whole host of factors of your mix that create perceived loudness as well. So
You've come to the right place.
yes.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, that's like a common problem with kind of beginning production people and engineers. But yeah, we'll listen to it and we'll give you our thoughts. So cool. Descent Aspect. You ready?
Yep, let's do it.
3, 2, 1. Or like stand.
Video game.
Like a movie.
Nah, it sounds like video game sounds. It is cinematic though.
Yeah. It's like a jackhammer. It sounds like robots fighting, and one of them is getting their ass kicked.
Yeah.
It's vibrato. This robot just getting his ass kicked, bro. It's not even close.
Did you make this stuff from scratch? That's my biggest question. Or did it come from somewhere? Man,
Now,
that is a blob of sound.
this is where that other robot died.
Layered with tons of Foley. Huh, interesting. Well, what kind of Foley sounds are you using? What are they supposed to be, I guess, my question. This is cool, but this part is a little bit quiet, isn't it? Doesn't feel quite as present, I feel like, as it could.
The most impressive thing is the fans of pictures.
It's very warm, too. And then the, like, video game-esque sounds are, like, up front, so it makes this feel like it's in the background, which maybe that's your intention. That's cool.
There might be a lot of build up on the low end too. Yeah, you're probably real loud. Fun. Balance. That's cool. I like that. See? Oh, a robot. It's like a robot baby being born. Did you hear? I heard like a little.
Robot Jesus.
Yeah, dude. For real. Robot baby Jesus. Beautiful.
Hmm. That's a cool sound there, that last thing too.
Yeah.
I actually thought that sound and the violin was actually like not bad too. The way that it was used and the way that it was processed with that reverb and stuff, like it could fit right into anything, I think.
Mm-hmm. Bilu Prince. Hey yo, what's up, bro? We got some XDs in the chat.
Yo.
Game OSTs are what people compare to me to most. That makes sense. The bass sounds are my own, but they're layered with tons of Foley. Combinations of water, rock, falling, and wind for texture. Yeah. There's a lot of wind. Literally,
was-
it's like that's the loudest thing.
Yeah, the wind I could hear. The other stuff I was surprised was just water and rock falling and stuff, because a
Rock
lot of it
falling.
sounded very metallic.
Yeah.
Which is why we were talking about like robots fighting and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was like robots fighting and like guns swapping in and out of inventory and stuff. Like it was
Oh yeah.
like all
That's
those
where you
kind of
got the game
sounds that,
inventory stuff.
yeah, it like feels very much like either that's from a game or it's being made for a game. And my number one question here it comes back to is like, what are you trying to do with this? Is it like, is this something you envision people just like listening to and inventing their own story? Or is this meant to like potentially be sold to somebody to use in a game or in a movie trailer or something like that? Because the way I see it, you've got like this sort of super hectic part toward, that big chunk towards the beginning
Yeah.
that sounds like it should be in some action game or something, or like a trailer for a game, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the later part sounds like it's more dramatic and more cinematic. And I guess you said, this is for an album I'm working on with a specific story written for it. The larger project is going to be sort of a portfolio for me to hopefully work on game music in the future. Nice.
Wow.
That's great. If
Hey, this shit that you're talking about right now, perfect for the description field. By the
yes,
way.
Maybe we should ask like what do you want to do with what's your goal
Yeah,
with this track?
yeah.
That could even be an input where we've got like selectable options or something. But man,
Specific to, what is the specific story? Is it about a robot getting his ass beat and he dies, and then baby robot Jesus is born?
that's a good question. Yeah, like it's cool
Did
if
I
you
did I
say
get
there's a
close?
story, but what is the story, right? Because
Yeah.
that might be able to help us figure out like, is it going to fit into this larger project that you're creating? Is anybody going to perceive this as the story that you say that it is? So
Is this
that,
music only too?
yeah, it's a good question too.
Because I wonder, like that first, I don't know what the story is supposed to be, but that first section, it gets to a point where it does sound just like a bunch of different noises happening, and it's not really rhythmic. It sounds just like I got like robot construction workers outside of my window, and it's like the year 3000, and that's what a jackhammer sounds like.
Yeah.
And like there's like four of them going on, and then maybe one of them beats the other guy's ass. But yeah, like that's what I'm hearing. The metallic sounds are actually supposed to represent magic generally. Okay. The main character is a sort of elementist mage. I
Okay.
can kind of hear that.
I
The
could see it a
the
little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I could hear that more in the atmosphere, ambient kind of background. Like that's the kind of background that I felt. It was very kind of foggy and misty. But it definitely just sounded like robots fighting each other.
Yeah, I think
So,
maybe what we're getting at is trying to figure out what the story is, because that first part especially is just so like chaotic and hectic. It's like, is there like a battle here going on? Or and like, to me personally, the sounds themselves evoked more like some first person shooter game where you're like swapping out like your like weaponry or whatever, and there's like just built-in game sounds that are like playing but like over and over, like something's broken. So I don't know if right now it seems like super well honed and tailored to that story that you're trying to make, like audio, like to make the audio sound visual. Right now, it's just like kind of a collection of like a lot of layered sound, and it's quite frankly, a little bit maybe clumsy sounding there.
mhm,
The rest of it, I really like the quieter parts that are very flowing, and you have good sound choices and stuff in those parts.
mhm,
But for that, I'm just like, what the fuck is this? Like,
yeah.
what is there? Is there a story here? Like, what am I hearing? Is this video game sound somebody just like sampled and put in here?
Mhm.
It's just confusing to like the average listener, I think.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? It what is the medium? Because like with a movie soundtrack, for example, you're gonna put the Foley sounds with the image that's happening.
Right.
Similar for a
Right.
video game, like you're gonna match your sounds to that medium, to
Yeah.
that story that's there. If it's just music, well, what is music? Typically, it's like rhythmic, right? There you can go experimental for some, you know, uh, for some songs, but typically I would leave that. It's kind of the rule of like master the fundamentals before you break them. Um, so I would say like if you're trying to make this kind of elementist mage like magic kind of robot sound or whatever, um, like maybe make it like a rhythmic element of the song. Like this is primarily a song that I'm listening to. It's not tied to any visual image that I can sync myself. Otherwise it just sounds random and out of place. Whenever, especially if everything else is, you know, structured like music and its rhythm and it sounds like music, you know? So, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
kind of like there's very kind of dubstepy sound.
I don't think it's quite that, but yeah, it's
Whole song, just those bass noises.
sure.
Interesting.
I think you said that
Nice.
the project is supposed to be related to game music, so I think it doesn't need to be like a not four on the floor, but like a grid
No.
wise song. I don't think
No, but
that's
there could be
what
like,
you're going
stuff
for.
on offbeats, you know, or like if it's a battle, like it sounds like 2
Yeah,
different things
yeah,
are acting, you know?
sure. But
There's a
I
way to
guess
do
it's a
it.
question of like
Or war drum.
who is the audience? Like we ask this question like so often, right? Because it's like, if you're starting from the point of I'm just going to go into a DAW and make shit, and then it's going to turn into something, that's like usually not the right way to go, right? You have to have
Yeah.
a plan of like, what are you actually trying to do? If it's going to be game music, and let's say your skill set or what you feel comfortable doing is throwing in a bunch of Foley sounds, then like, m- I don't know, are people going to listen to it like just by default if it's going on SoundCloud? Or if you're making game music, you probably need to like work with some game developers or like try to reach out or have a plan. I just don't like when we get, and I don't know, I'm not saying this is the case with you, but when we get stuff that's kind of just like a collection of sounds, and then people say, yeah, it's game music," and then it's like, for what game? Like, have
Yeah.
you tried any? Are you going to try anything with that? Or are you just gonna put it on SoundCloud and say like, I guess nobody wants it, or like nobody's listening to it, or maybe a few people are like, this is weird, uh, and maybe they listen to it, but it's just sort of always the question, bringing it back to like, we're skeptical because we, I think personally, wouldn't probably listen to it if we found it on SoundCloud. We'd be like, what, this is a bunch of sounds.
Mhm.
But we're saying that there are applications where it could be valid, and the question is, are you actually going after those applications or not?
Mhm.
That kind of changes the way that we might say this is good to go, or this needs a lot of help to like get to the point where it's listenable.
Mhm.
So, like I said, there's a lot to like here. There's a lot of like good uses of sounds and like interesting flowing parts, and it's very dynamic.
Mhm.
But trying to figure out what its purpose is.
Yep.
Nachu Flip, welcome. Where
Not
do you
too
send your
flip.
music? We've got a site. Chris, you want to send it?
Bam.
The platform that you see on the overlay here is the one that we use. It's our own platform that we've built and are building. You can submit your tracks there. You can also toggle the little sign up for an account if you want to. So you can create a profile. We're going to have like music productivity features and collaboration stuff there in the coming months. And you'll be able to resubmit your track or resubmit new tracks later with all of your info saved in the future. So that's what we're doing. Just a heads up, we've got a bit of a queue. So we're heading into our last track after this. If you submit now and you tip $5 to skip the line, because we've got a bit of a line, you'll be the last track reviewed today. Otherwise, we stream every week on Friday from 5:30 to 7:30 Central. So you'd get reviewed most likely next week otherwise. But it's up to you. If you want to skip and get reviewed today, then you can do that as well.
Yep. Just let us know. That being
So
said,
do you want to do scores for vibes?
exactly. Yep. Do you have your score?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I feel like the instrumental by itself, it gave me a lot of imagery. I did like it.
Mm-hmm.
It sounded pretty beautiful. The violin sounded cool. Um, the robot sound design was cool. It was just sounded like a wall of sound at some point and somewhat random. But yeah, okay. So vibes. I think I have a score.
Yeah, me too.
3, 2, 1. Might be higher than what you have.
Yeah, I was gonna go up a little bit. I'm still debating like what, if I guess it's cool if this is for a portfolio of game music. I think there's a couple of aspects to work on probably still.
Mhm.
I'll go up a little bit because that is what you said. Um, but there are some issues like that big barrage of sounds. That's what the best way I would describe it. Just
Mhm.
feels a little bit unnecessary, or like it's not fulfilling the vision that you have, right? Like you explained what it was, and we're like, I guess I could sort of see it, but like listeners aren't going to have that context unless there's like I don't know. I just think it doesn't really sound like an alchemist doing stuff. It sounds like a bunch of crashing and robots fighting.
Yeah,
So
it sounds
that's
like
the
one
main thing.
robot getting his ass beat.
It's like
Yeah.
if you say like it was supposed to be this, but nobody sees it as that or hears it as that, then it's like if a tree fell in the forest and nobody heard it. Is it, did it happen?
Yep.
That
Yep.
kind of
Yep.
thing.
Yeah.
All right. Content. I don't know. I feel like we're gonna go in circles. It's the same thing. It's just like what are you trying to make?
Yeah.
Some of the sounds like are great. We've talked about that. The violins are great. I do like the low bass stuff. It's very cinematic. I think in that second loud part, like near the end, there is I think you mentioned it too, Chris, a bit of build up, like in the lows and mids,
Yeah.
and to an extent that is sort of acceptable for cinematic type stuff and maybe for some game music where you want a lot of that rumbliness, and that ambiance that things are like eerie or whatever you want to call it,
Yeah. But that's probably
brooding.
leading to, if you're trying to like limit the song for mastering, it's probably leading to why your song is quiet.
Could
Not
be
all that energy in the
yeah,
volume.
it could be that that's what's pushing your mix
Perceived
bus,
loudness down.
like, well, that's what's pushing your mix bus number, right? The decibel output to close to zero, like,
Mhm.
decibel zero, when it actually has a lot of room to go in terms of perceived loudness. So that's like the bass frequencies are taking up all of the sound space that you've got basically,
yeah.
and you're getting like diminishing returns, like losses from doing that. So if you have a more managed bass sound and less buildup in areas that it doesn't contribute to the feeling or isn't needed, you'll be surprised how much of that you can retain while cutting huge parts of those spectrums. Then you'll have more headroom in the mix to turn everything up more without any more compression or distortion. It will just sound louder, which is what you're going for. So be very careful with all of those regions of low and mid buildup. You don't need all of those frequencies, most likely.
Listen to the man.
And that,
Bachelor's in music tech.
yeah, that's kind of production. I think we're spending a lot of time on this, so we can kind
We
of
are.
just we gave our thoughts on content production. Let's give scores.
All right, content first. 3. You have your score?
No.
Okay.
Fuck. Let's see. Content. All right. I think I have a score.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, fine. I'll go up a little bit more again.
Sure. Production?
Yeah, let's see. Production.
I'll give brownie points for the sound design.
Yeah, okay, production. I've got a score.
3, 2, 1.
You went
69.
down with production?
Yeah,
I thought it was actually cool. I thought it was very cinematic. Like,
it's very cinematic, but
I think the content was the issue with all that barrage of robot sounds that weren't supposed to be robot sounds.
Sure. I don't know. Maybe I'll boost this up. Maybe like 9 points. I don't know.
Sure.
There's some production choices that are interesting to me. Like, why does the sand feel so close to my ear when everything else sounds super far away? And
Yeah.
why is it
Well,
louder than everything
I
else?
mean, that makes sense for a video game, right? Where you want it to feel like the music is background so that the sounds that are the
I
actual game
guess so.
sounds are up front. Like that
That's the
is
thing. I'm
standard.
wondering what is this? What do they mean by video game music? Because there's video game music like Halo, where it's like this is a song for a video game, but it's beautiful orchestral music.
Hmm.
And like I don't know, typically video game soundtracks, I don't think they have like just a random cutscene foley in the song. That's
Who
unsynced
knows? I mean,
by
it could
itself.
either be like, again, there's like an actual cut scene or like a
Right.
transition type thing where there's like a fixed music that can play, or it's for like a video game trailer, or this is like a portfolio where you're trying to show what this might
Sure.
sound like in a game, and then the actual implementation would be that the sounds are controlled by the game itself, but this is to show
Yep.
what it could sound like. So,
Sure. Yeah. All that being said, sounds pretty good. But yeah, still some work to do. Track total.
yeah, let's see.
You have yours?
All right, yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah. I think
Cool.
it's like if you're trying to go for a game portfolio, this is a good start.
Yeah.
There's just a few things to like make it as palatable as possible, like get that loudness to where you want it to be and not having these frequencies that are just taking up all the space,
Mhm.
and making sure that the sounds that you use are good, because any game designer, if the sounds, it depends what their game is too, right? You have to tailor it. So,
Mhm.
but it is pretty overwhelming, I think, in that first part, and it doesn't quite tell the story of an elementalist doing magic. It's just like robots are fucking
Fucking damn, bro. Yeah.
something aggressively.
It could be the robots fucking aggressively and then a baby is born.
That could be it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully that helped those tips help with your loudness issue too. So
Yeah.
yeah. But okay. I don't know if
Sweet.
we had any tips here. We have the last song, which is gonna be by Maine. We have Jokerhead, Doc OF, Jock Anka, and Cosmic Kid, who submitted by Angel Vihez or Angel Vihez, not sure.
Yeah.
But if you guys do not tip now, then we will go to Maine, and you guys will be pushed to next week.
Hmm.
So if you want your song reviewed now, tip. If not,
Let us know in
do
the
it.
chat because we're about to start the new one.
Yeah,
If you're
gotta
going to
hurry.
tip, and let's do that first, and then if you're going to tip, do that. But
Mhm.
otherwise, we will go to Maine, and then everyone else will hopefully be up next
What
week.
perfect timing! Hey yo, what's up, man?
Hey, nice. Well,
This
Maine's
is
here,
Maine.
so I'd feel bad if we skipped.
Yeah,
But
I
that's up
guess
to
we'll
you
just
guys.
yeah, we'll just go do it. Yeah, if you guys are tipping, let us know. But Maine is here. The song is Escape. Their role is songwriter, composer, lyricist, arranger, artist, vocalist. Track genre indie. Maine and Asian Blonde, frequent collaborators, Asian Blonde, that make up the second leg of the song. Okay, cool. All right. Let us know anything else, Main. What stage is this? Is this done? What's up? How can we help with feedback? Now that you're here in the chat, but Josh, you ready?
Yep, let's do it.
3, 2, 1. Skip me, I dare you. Damn. Get us paid.
Nice. I wish that guitar was a little bit more audible.
Yeah. A little bit too much high cut, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a TikTok jam, bro.
Uh-oh, we gotta pause. They
What?
say it can't be heard on stream, apparently. Oh,
Uh-oh.
fuck. Sorry, guys. This is Lightstream. They can hear it now. It's playing.
Okay.
All right,
Oh,
so
it's just laggy.
let's resume playing so it doesn't...
Sorry, guys.
Wait a second, guys. It'll start up again.
I stay up to
We paused
morning,
it. There's
never
a
sleep
delay,
on
so just wait a
nothing.
second.
Tell me I'm
Play
amused.
again.
Don't act like you confused. You don't know me like I do. Don't act like
We
you
are
a
almost
stranger. I'll send you a postcard. 500 most dog. Right down on my nose, dog. Man, this shit
Wow,
be
that's
so
vocal.
hard. The shit we always talk about. It's feeling kinda different
Nice
now.
background.
Don't call us till the morning. Don't feel like we be talking. Cause this feels like a daydream. A daydream. But I still wanna wake, I still wanna escape. Escape, escape, escape now. Escape, escape, I still wanna escape. Escape, escape, escape now. Escape, escape, I still wanna escape. The moment past the garden, all my friends are talking about you, yeah. Try, I got nothing to lose. Wake me up when it's over. All of the bad dreams, tryna get sober. Thinking of you, thinking of you, yeah. You remind me of ice cream, cause you give me brain freeze. Feel like nobody when I'm next to you. I'm next to you. I'm next to you. I'm next to you. The shit we always talk about is feeling kinda different now. Don't call us till the morning. Don't feel like we be talking. Cause this feels like a daydream. A daydream. But I still wanna wake, I still wanna escape. Escape, escape, escape now. Escape, escape, I still wanna escape. Escape, escape, escape now. Escape, escape, I still wanna escape. The moment past the garden, all my friends are talking about you, yeah. Try, I got nothing to lose.
Might have been.
What do you think about it? It's
Let's
definitely
wait a sec because they can't hear us yet.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This platform that we use, Lightstream, it fucks up consistently. So sorry if it's a little bit laggy, but
Yeah.
oh, looks like it's all the way through. Hello? Yeah, it felt like that, but I think we're back now, right? No way, it just like dropped the stream. Oh, I'm live. Hey guys.
Weird. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is like Chris was saying, our streaming provider, they kind of suck. They're called Lightstream. Go complain to them and tell them they suck.
Well, we're gonna complain to them again. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Big
Anyways,
time.
that was Main, and shout out Asian Blonde as well. That was cool. That was
That
a
was super
nice
cool.
little TikTok jam. Sounds pretty professional, actually.
Mhm.
Um, I like those quirky bars like that. The memorable was it? You remind me of ice cream. Cause
Does it
you
give
give
me
me
brain
brain
freeze?
free. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, you gonna say she's sweet or something. It's like, nah, just give me brain freeze. And I was like,
Yeah, I like those.
what a delightful little weird bar. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, I like that. Both good singers. Maine carrying through with those sultry background vocals, that little ooh. Yeah, I'm liking it a lot. I think it sounds produced better than the songs that you've given us previously. It sounds less like limited, bricked up. This
Yeah.
sounds like nice. It has a nice dynamic range to it. We had a nice laugh about that one for real. Like it's bars like that that make you stand out. It's so many people can make music about like escaping or falling in love or whatever, but it's the it's the weirdo bars for me at least that like, oh, that's cool. That would make me at it.
Yeah.
So yeah, but anyways, cool. Do you have anything to say on vibes?
What was that?
Do you have
Sorry,
anything
um,
vibes?
I mean, I like it a lot. There's, it's very well executed, like great vocal delivery, good song structure. I'm trying to figure out like where we can give feedback. I feel like my overall vibes are that this is like again
Pretty good.
super well done. It's a good song. It's fun to listen to. I'm trying to figure out if there's an opportunity for you to create like a super wow factor.
Hmm.
Like I just up front, I don't think this feels like purple to me, so to
Hmm.
speak. Like top tier track is our like system here or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, it's pretty close to good to go in a lot of areas. I feel
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
but I'm just trying to think like what are some opportunities to make this really pop, because right now it feels like it kind of is very professional, but it just kind of flows along, and there's nothing that aside from a couple of those nice, interesting vocal lines
Hmm.
that really makes me like go, whoa, like this is crazy. Like this is I'm gonna add this song. Like this is so different.
Yeah.
This is so unique or whatever. I'm not sure why that is, but I'm trying to sometimes you just gotta have like something that's out of the box and different and
Yeah.
unique versus sounds very good but similar to other stuff.
It feels like it was a song that was made for TikTok, but it doesn't
Oh, a
have
little bit.
it doesn't have like the like super unique hook to it. It has a
Yeah.
chance to like
Maybe
be on.
that's fine. Yeah, maybe this is something that does really well like on TikTok or like people using as, for videos and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Could be.
but yeah, that's the kind of vibe I get it. Yeah, I think it's pretty great, pretty good sounding though. But
Mhm.
yeah. That being said, do you have a vibe?
Uh, do. Yeah, I do.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Somewhere
solid.
in there.
Yeah, is that a multiple of something?
No,
92.
I
Yeah.
just
So
like 92, the number.
yeah, just like I hate that number because it's the highest grade you can get with an A minus.
Oh, I see.
Like, come on, fucker,
The
just
guy
give
who's
me
been in
an A.
school for 20 years.
Yeah, bro, tell me about it. More than that,
That's
actually.
funny.
Yeah, but content.
Content. Yeah, I just it look 3 minutes 28 seconds, classic, like good pop song timing.
Yeah.
It's probably like you could probably find a lot of popular songs that have that exact length actually.
Mhm.
Um, and good delivery through and through. Like it's a good song. There are some
Great
cool
vocalist.
bars in there. Like yeah, great vocalists. I just I wish that there was more opportunity to make things really pop. Like maybe more variation in the second verse and chorus or something, or like I don't even know what it is. Maybe it might just be honestly the vibe of the track. Just is like this could be a TikTok song, but it's not like I found this crazy artist. It's like the coolest, newest thing ever. It's like, oh, this could go really well in like a stock music library and be super
Yeah.
successful.
Yeah, you guys have like fundamentals down. Like, man, you've submitted to us a lot. We know that you're a great vocalist. Like,
Yeah.
now you just got to push the envelope. I think
Yeah.
that's all you got to do. Like, you have a great foundation. You have an ear for what sounds good.
Yeah.
Just get weird with it. Like,
I
get
think it's yeah,
more of
stylistically,
those
like take risks.
weirdos. Yeah, more of those weird bars. More like weird production stuff. Like,
Yeah.
you're like really close to popping off.
But like I mean, seriously though, hats off for the quality that you have here. Like
Yeah.
of the track and the writing and the delivery and the mixing, like all of it. That's super fucking impressive. And
Mhm.
we're saying that this probably could do really well, like in certain cases and places.
Mhm.
And I'd be curious to know if you start going out and promoting this and like, putting it in different places, what happens? Like what do other people think about it? Is it something that's sticky enough for people to continue to listen to and
Mhm.
to add to playlists? Like that's the ultimate test. I think this is the kind of thing where we're like, maybe there's some things you could do, but the biggest question is, will people add this if they're confronted with it? Like, I don't think we know the answer to that question.
Mhm.
But it feels like it's viable and like eligible for that if it's something that meets people's taste. It's really just about taste and style.
Mhm. Mhm. I mean, if you had like a weird bar like that and it was the hook, like I think that's something that you're shining something that's weird, that's cool, and it's on a strong foundation. Like a subtle change like that. Like if you made this song around that like weird hook thing, I think that could even push it over the edge because everything else is so solid, but like it's a little standard, you know, as it is now. Um, okay, do you have a score
Mm, yeah,
for
I do.
content? I'm pretty content with this.
Mhm.
3, 2, 1.
I was debating. I was gonna go to 94. Actually, I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah.
I think it's just the variable of like, is it unique enough for people to really want to listen to and to keep to make one of their favorite songs,
Yep.
or is it something that you hear on a playlist and then it just passes you by and you never hear it again?
Yeah. That's where the kind of score for green kind of lies for me. And then if there's a purple, that's where it'd be like, okay, like this is special. But
Sure.
yeah. But production.
Yeah. I was gonna say I feel like those scores are also kind of a like proxy scaler for potential success.
Hmm.
And it's like, if it's 100% good to go, then it's probably like we're placing fair certainty that it could be successful,
Hmm.
but not necessarily that we love it or it's like gonna blow up. Like
Hmm.
it's not gonna be the biggest thing in the world. So that's kind
Yeah.
of where it is. And then yeah, production. I think it sounds pretty well put together. I
Same.
thought maybe it sounds a little like just slightly thin. It's
Hmm.
it's very clean, but I felt like we were missing a little bit of body in the mix
Hmm.
somehow.
Hmm.
Maybe that's just build up in like the mids, like sort of.
Don't act like you confused,
Might
you
even be
don't know
that
me
bass
like
sound is kind of like a specific band of the bass frequencies that is chunky but doesn't sound like super full or something.
Let me see.
It
It's
could even
almost
be the
very
snare.
stubby. Yeah.
I don't think it's subby. I think there's some ways to go down there that isn't being filled out right now. I
Hmm.
think that heaviness is coming from it being still in a very low frequency register, but it's very forward in that register. It
Hmm.
feels more like sort of it's bulging out in that little area, but it's
Hmm.
not filling out as much of the bottom of the mix as it could. Or maybe it doesn't feel as open as it could. The mix doesn't feel as open. And I think
Hmm.
that snare also, I'm realizing, sounds just a slightly cardboardy to me. It just doesn't. I don't know. It just makes things sound a little bit more like cardboard or plasticky, sort of.
Yeah.
Those two elements, like your bass and your kick, which are right next to each other,
The rhythm.
and your snare, really inform how the rest of your mix is perceived in like
I,
fullness and impact and drive and
yeah.
openness. All of those things.
I perceive it as like a indie kind of indie pop kind of bedroom pop kind of.
Yeah, it's not bad. I think if you wanna get to the like pro pop level,
Yeah.
those elements could be cleaned up a little bit,
For sure.
to make a fuller, cleaner, fatter mix.
Fatter.
But it's subtle. It's like, it is a very clean mix overall. It's close to that, like, production quality. It's sort of like we're in, like, alternative pop territory,
Yeah.
right? It's like the B-list celebrities sort of,
Hmm. Hmm.
which is not a bad place to be.
No, man. You can make a decent amount of money.
Yeah.
Have a good fan base too. I wonder
Mhm.
how your fan base is doing, man. Like, because I feel like you're pretty good.
Yeah. Let us know.
Um, yeah. Production. We'll have to check you out sometime.
Yeah.
Production. Do you have a score?
Do. Yes, I do.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, it's good. It's there's like maybe a little bit of room to eke out some improvement, some cleanness.
Mm-mm.
All right, well, track total then.
I got mine.
It's a cool track.
Same.
Yeah, I got mine too.
Pretty far. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
that's what I figured.
Yeah, pretty good, Maine. Like, shout out to you. This is really solid. I think, like I said, the best produced track too. It sounds like you're improving. So,
Nice. Well,
but
and so
man,
you said
I still need to build this one. I feel like I'm starting to have a stable body of work that just needs that push. But it really depends on consistency and putting myself out there, which is my most difficult thing.
yeah, totally feel that. I mean, honestly, I feel like the way to go at this point is like thinking about it, like testing the market with like the different tracks that you've got. Um, wherever you see fit, try putting like 20 or 30 bucks into like each song as like advertisement and see how much people respond to them. You'll learn a lot about what tracks people actually like which parts of your artistry and your style are most appealing to people, and you know, on the spectrum of production quality and writing quality, all of that stuff, where you actually fall with people.
Yeah. Do you like promote at all? Do you submit to playlists or influencers or anything like that, or do you make TikTok videos? But yeah, okay. Cool. I think you're the last person on the stream, so thank you everybody for submitting. Shout out to you guys. At some point, we had like 14 viewers, so fantastic.
Sweet.
Wish we had applause. But yeah, I think Maine, are you a signed up user? Yes. Be like Maine. Sign up. Submit your songs. Josh, do you have anything to say? Closing words?
Yeah, no, sign up for FastTrack. Right now, you can do that when you submit a track. So if you got reviewed today and you want to get reviewed again, feel free to do that. You can sign up, and when you check the little toggle at the top of the form, that will soon allow you and everyone to use our music productivity and collaboration features that we've been developing. So that's
Ye-
like keeping track of your projects, and then within your projects, keeping track of your tracks, and then within the track, seeing what versions you have. So if you've got version 1, version 2, version 3, being able to name those, put notes on them, and have collaborators that you share your projects with or your tracks leave comments that are timestamped to that audio so you can see exactly what they're referring to, as well as creating tasks, whether that's for yourself to keep track of what you have to do to get release ready on your projects. And same thing for collaborators, adding tasks for that pesky drummer who won't record their part. So
Real.
it's always the drummer.
Yeah.
But
For my band, it was the vocalist.
oh, really?
Yeah.
That's tough. Damn.
Vocalists. Yeah. Me and my
Vocalist is
girlfriend.
supposed to be the main person.
Yeah.
It's
I
funny.
don't know.
But yeah, so that's what we're doing. All sorts of collaboration and productivity features there, and you'll be able to find collaborators in our marketplace as well to hire for services like mixing, mastering, songwriting, artwork, you name it. So that's what we're building. That's FastTrack. Follow us on Twitch to get notified when we stream live. Follow us on Instagram, FastTrack_music. Probably some announcement posts coming there soon, as well as our top tier track posts. And we've also got links there to our top tier track playlist if you want to see what has been deemed the cream of the crop for Fast Tracks Feedback Friday's top tier tracks. A lot of alliteration right there, apparently. And there's a whole chat going on in the chat right now.
Yeah, bro. Get 3 hours of sleep. That's 2 sleep cycles. You'll be good.
Yeah,
Do not do an all nighter. An all nighter is a terrible idea
bad.
that destroys your body.
True.
But I've been there. If you
Join
have
our
deadlines to do, like I get it. But if you're just fucking around on fast track, go to sleep.
yeah. Join our
Yes.
Discord.
E-
That's where people are
boo.
discussing stuff. And Doc OF, thanks for joining. Love to see it. Looking forward to reviewing yours next time. We stream every week. Chris's attention span starts to wane a little bit by this time,
bro,
but
I'm done.
we stream every week from 5:30 to 7:30 Central Time. So come back. We'll be here next week again. And yeah, mostly looking forward to bringing you guys a kick-ass platform that will help you manage your music releases and make better music. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Anything else, Chris?
We're mostly trying to make a platform that'll kick your ass.
Yes. That's the motto.
That's it. Don't know what time it is for you all. It's 7:30 Central or 7:46 Central.
Yes.
So yeah, okay, cool. Yeah,
All
join
right.
FastTrack, guys. It's gonna be an exciting product.
Mm-hmm.
But cool.
For sure. And have safe and fun holidays, everyone,
For
this
real.
weekend.
Happy holidays. It's break time.
And we'll see you one more time before the end of the year, which is crazy.
2023 done.
Yep. All right,
All right.
folks. Take it easy. Have a good one. We'll see you soon.
Play us
Peace.
off, Josh. Just need to clear my mind. Bye,